Hello everyone and welcome back to Learn to Love DIY. Today we're creating these jewelry box upcycle. I hope you enjoy this tutorial. I'm upcycling this jewelry box as a favor to my brother-in-law and his wife. I'm sorry you can see the reflection there of the camera, but all I am doing is using some of the materials I had in my stash, and that goes for the paintbrush and the little saucer there that I got from David and Buster's some time ago. And then I did have to go ahead and purchase the black glitter since I didn't have any on hand. And all I had to do here is take all the little pieces apart and then go ahead and start covering up the mirror. And I'm using the tape to make sure that the handles don't get anything on it. Now for these ones, I decided to go ahead and take them apart since when I tried applying the tape, it wasn't very cooperating with me. So now that I have all the pieces out, I'm going to go ahead and just wipe them down just a smidge so that I make sure that I get rid of any dust and so that the material actually takes the paint a little bit better. Okay, now I'm going ahead and covering all the little trays I took off from the jewelry box and making sure that I cover the edges where I don't want any of the paint to go on. And I do these for all of the pieces that you see here. All right, so now that I finished covering all of my bases, I'm going to go ahead and start painting all of my pieces. I started off with little drawers, and I did go ahead and do 2 coats on these, although I only filmed part of it just so that it wouldn't be a lengthy video. But like I said, I did do 2 coats of the black, and I did let them dry for about an hour or 2. Alright, now that I've went ahead and covered all of my pieces twice now, I have them now ready for the glitter portion and the Mod Podge. That's coming up next. So as you see here, I'm using some of the Mod Podge you've seen me use in my other projects. This large bin has actually gone a long way, so I've been taking advantage of using it as much as I can in my projects. And as I mentioned earlier, the glitter is a fine glitter, and I purchased that at Walmart for under $3. I think it was like $2.92 or $2.95. And I didn't really have to use much since I only did 1 layer for each item. I went ahead and repeated the same process for all of my pieces. I applied the Mod Podge, and then I applied the glitter, and then I went ahead and replaced the excess. And that's what I'm using my white paper for. Once I went ahead and finished basically making sure that all of my items or my drawers and my jewelry box in itself were covered with the Mod Podge and glitter, I went ahead and let them dry for a little bit, and then I am going to go ahead and once that is finished, go ahead and apply another layer of the Mod Podge, and I do that so that it seals the glitter and none of the glitter comes off when you start handling the jewelry box. Closing and opening will make the sparkles or the fine glitter come off, and I didn't want that to happen. So to give it a little bit of durability, I went ahead and went over the drawers and the jewelry box as an as an entirety, because I painted the back as well as the inner rims of where the drawers go in black. So I went ahead and covered not just the glitter parts, although I did begin with those, but I also covered everything else, just so that it would seal the acrylic paint, and it would be easy, basically, to clean out. So after letting it dry overnight, I have my dry pieces, and all I'm doing is assembling them all back together and taking off all the tape and paper I had originally used to cover up the mirror and the drawers. So that's what you see me doing here, is just making sure that I am able to put everything back in its place. And you'll see it all put together shortly. If you've liked watching this video and any of my other videos, please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and if you're a subscriber, thank you very much for watching.